Welcome to our latest YouTube video here. Kapwa Marketing's channel has been a little bit dormant in the past months, but we are happy to announce that in 2026, we will continue creating some content for you guys. Today, actually, we want to talk about roles that we have at Kapwa Marketing. And that goes back to a question that Alma here in the background has posted yesterday, one of our fellow trainees that started yesterday. And Alma was actually asking, what kind of roles do we have here at Kapwa Marketing? And we came up with a list of 10 different roles so far, and I'm pretty sure we do have a lot more. But just to give you, our audience, but also our trainees, a better understanding of what we actually do at Kapwa Marketing, I just start with some of the most essential roles here. First and foremost, of course, we have a very strong SEO background. SEO is the abbreviation for search engine optimization. And of course, when we talk about SEO in the Philippines, in Germany, Australia, and the US, it's heavily relying on Google. So when we talk about SEO, it's mostly Google optimization. I started with SEO almost 20 years ago. I have worked on about 3,000 websites so far, so our SEO understanding is pretty deep, and I hope that you, as in our audience and you trainees, are interested in SEO as well. Related to SEO is, of course, Google Ads specialists. So we have a couple of certified Google Ads specialists, and maybe you have also seen that Kapwa Marketing is one of 6 only Google Premier partners in the country. And how do you become Google Premier partner? For example, by managing a lot of Google Ads budgets. So we can say that we manage more than $1 million every year. So this is why we are one of the Google Premier partners. And of course, we manage that budget pretty well and our clients are happy with it. At the same time, we need to make sure that we always constantly learn about the latest trends. For example, Performance Max campaigns and all the AI that we have now in Google Ads, but also, for example, in Meta Ads, which brings me to the next role, Meta Ads Specialist. So far, I'm the only digital associate here in the company. So that means I'm a certified Meta Ads Specialist. And I do hope that some of you guys will also be curious about Meta Ads. So Instagram and Facebook paid ads. Not to confuse with the social media marketing specialist. That is, for example, creating videos on YouTube, creating reels and stories for Instagram and Facebook, but it's not necessarily with paid ads. So Meta Ads Specialist and social media marketing specialist can be the same person, but in most cases, it's actually a different role. Then we do have, of course, many in our team are web developers. We do have junior web devs. We also work with many different languages. So when we look at internet technology, of course, we talk about JavaScript, PHP, HTML, and CSS, while I'm aware that HTML is not a language per se, but of course, coding in HTML is a very basic thing to know. And even in our team that are not a web dev, I highly encourage to learn some HTML because it's the basis of internet, right? Almost every website in the world has some HTML code in the source code. So it's a good idea to just learn at least about the basics of HTML. Then we have content creators. Content is everything that is going to be published, like written content, video content. Podcasting is also creating content, right? Audio, visual content. You can also create vodcast, videocast, and marketing has been creating podcasts for more than 8 years already. So that's also a very elegant way to create content, apart from creating images, infographics, and so on. So content creation has been always a very integral part of our company. And as you can see, I'm wearing a shirt of Kapwa Travel. Kapwa Travel is the sister company of Kapwa Marketing, and we also heavily rely on content marketing, creating blog articles, creating videos on YouTube, and so on. What did I forget? Of course, we have a little bit of admin, as every company needs to do. We have accounting. We do have our people and talent department that tries to hire the right people for the team. And you all had to deal with Catherine. She's heading our people and talents department, for example. I think I missed one role, which is AI specialist. Actually, I missed 2 roles. AI specialist is, of course, pretty new. Everybody here in the team is dealing with AI in one form or the other, but we did develop some AI tools in the past months. And one very interesting case was the AI sales agent, which is kind of a chatbot. And that helped the sales team of our client to really be more performant and sell better. So AI, of course, will be something very important in the future, and it will not go away. So I highly encourage everybody to also use AI where it makes sense. And that's going far beyond ChatGPT, right? And Grok and all those tools. We do have Kling AI when it comes to video editing, and many other tools like Lovable and so on. The last role, and I think that would be number 10, is data and web analyst. Of course, everything that we do at Kapwa Marketing should be data driven. And the power of digital marketing is that you can make things visible, you can track conversions, you can make better decisions by looking at the data and the web data. So data analytics is a very important area in our company. So we do have a few data analysts in our team as well. Again, those roles are not defined in the sense that if you are a data analyst or SEO, you don't do anything else. Like I do SEO, I do Google ads, I do meta ads, I do basically everything that I was telling you about, which is maybe not ideal. At one point, you gotta learn at least a little bit of everything in order to be able to talk about it. But now, of course, since Kapwa Marketing is growing and we have a team of more than 30 people now, we do need to specialize a little bit. But again, if you are interested in one area, that doesn't mean that you're only doing this forever. There are companies out there that say, yeah, no, you focus on one thing and prioritize that. But I think in digital marketing, it's very important to have an idea, at least, of what other departments are doing to be more efficient and effective in total. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you trainees tap into those different areas and ask a lot of questions along the way. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.